Aloha, this is Tracy coming to you March 3rd of 2019. I'm here to check in and talk about what's up in the health world, my health world, and maybe yours. Just wanted to point out my beautiful fern friend back here. Super big fern. I forgot the name of it, but I'm in love. So today, without further ado, I'm here to talk with you and myself about cleansing. It's going to be on the Gregorian calendar year, the first day of spring on March 21st. So that's in about 2 or 3 weeks. And traditionally, many people cleanse in the springtime. This is because the liver is the organ in the body that correlates with spring. So it's really helpful and wonderful to nourish and nurture and cleanse the liver during the spring, because that's when it's most optimal. And the liver is actually one of the most important organs in our bodies. It does over 500 actions and manages over 500 actions. Make sure that all these things are happening at once, including detoxing the blood, processing all of the food that we eat, getting rid of chemicals or toxins, processing our hormones, storing food, releasing food at certain times. It really just makes sure everything in the body is working appropriately. And so the liver, and if you wanted to think of it as a human, and its job is to be like the general, like to make sure that all of the soldiers are doing their job and out there working and doing their job. I don't know if you want to think of soldiers, but maybe you want to think of the head of a company, a CEO. So say the CEO is really tired and sluggish and can't focus and doesn't really know what's going on, and he's backed up. He's got piles of stacks of paper on his office, and he's just got a lot to get through. This CEO is like swamped, right? And so this is what it looks like when your liver is working at like 35%, which most people's livers are. And that, therefore, the CEO of the company cannot give any direction or make the rest of the company run more smoothly, because he's got enough for himself to deal with. How is he going to tell so-and-so and so-and-so to what their job is when he's got so much that he's sorting through? So, but imagine the liver working at 80 to 100%, and his desk is clean. He's got all his whole office is organized. He's ready for anything that comes his way, any questions, any problems, and he's there, and he's able to tackle each problem in the moment. Boom, boom, boom. That's what the liver's like when we're working at 80% or 100. And so that's the goal of the cleanse, is to get our liver function from 35 to 80 to 100%. The way we do this is through a cleanse and through just really feeding, cleansing our body and supporting our nutrient intake. And yes, so I'll go more into that later. But I just wanted to give you an idea of the importance of the liver cleanse and why we do it at this time of year. And yeah, another beautiful thing about Chinese medicine is that's where the correlation comes from. The liver and spring is Chinese medicine. And another beautiful thing about it is it personifies this time of year, as the spring is like just like the energy bursting forward, and like all the sprouts having the energy to just pop and go forward and grow into, and to be able to take in the nutrients they need throughout the summer and continue their life cycle. And so the liver, doing the cleansing at this time, is really optimal, because then you have that really good burst of energy that comes with spring in the environment around you. You've got your internal burst of like, yes, I got all this energy, let's do this, let's get ready for summer. Because in Chinese medicine, we are meant to be most active in the summer when we have more sunshine and all of that. So as we're looking at holistic health, we are we're tuning our bodies to the cycles of nature. So that's where we are right now, and that's where I'm coming from with my health practices and my awareness of my body and all that. So let's see. The birds are nice, huh? So I'll get into the aspects of the cleanse that I'm doing. There's many different cleanses. I'm doing a 3-week cleanse. I'm on day 5 right now, I believe. It might be 4 or 5. And traditionally, I learned this cleanse from Dr. Malik Cotter, who works at the Dragon's Den, or owns and operates the Dragon's Den, an acupuncture clinic in Makawao, Hawaii. And so I've always noticed, I've always noticed that we do it before spring actually occurs, but it's helpful to do this cleanse during spring as well. So I'm doing it 3 weeks before, and I like to do it because it's my birthday right when spring starts. So I like to be like done with it by my birthday. So it's a great thing, and I've been doing it 3 years now, and I'm pretty committed to doing it like every year for the rest of my life, because it's really powerful and it's really exceptional to reset the body in this way. So my cleanse is 3 weeks, and 3 weeks is a great amount of time. It's 21 days. It helps you break any unhealthy habits that you might be holding on to. And however, you're not stuck in the 3 weeks, because the cleanse, we don't want it to be so rigid that we feel trapped. We want to feel like we're in the driver's seat of our life. So for example, if you're not feeling it, and something comes up and you can only do 2 weeks, and you can make that decision in the moment, you could commit to 3 weeks, and then in 2 weeks you could be like, I gotta switch this up. I gotta take a break. I'll resume this later. I'll try it 3 weeks next time, or I'll just do a 2-week cleanse, and I'm so happy that I did that. So it's not like it's limited to 3 weeks, but it's a great goal. And then for the 3 weeks, the meal intake is different. So for food, each week is different. So the first week is 2 solid meals a day and 1 liquid meal. Say we're having 3 meals a day: breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We have 2 meals that you chew, and the third meal is like a liquidy meal, like a smoothie or a soup. That's the first week. The second week is the opposite of that. It's 1 meal that you chew and 2 meals that you just like are liquidy, like a soup, nutrient dense smoothie or soup or broth, or even just like a green drink, which I'll show you. And then the third week is actually liquids only, which means juices, nutrient dense broth, and green drinks, and like lemon, you've heard of the lemon maple cayenne type drink. So just liquids for a week. Malik recommends, he's excited about 10 days of just that. So it can be tailored to what your needs are. So you can do anywhere between 3 and 10 days of just the liquids. It's flexible to be able to suit your needs and your level of comfortability with all of this. So those are the meals, and so right now I'm just doing 2 solid meals and 1 liquid meal, and then it'll go down. So with a cleanse, it's really important to start with an intention and to really create space in your life for it. Our lives are so much doing and going and agendas and plans that this is a really good time to just say, actually, I'm taking 3 weeks to really nurture myself, and I'm gonna plan in rest days, like basically for the liquid days, you can't really do much. You don't want to be working and all that. So you want to be able to take as much time off as you can to really restore your body. The goal of the cleanse, not only to cleanse your liver, is to have a reset on your nervous system, or to get your nervous system from sympathetic nervous system mode to parasympathetic. Sympathetic means fight or flight. It means your nervous system is producing stress hormones, basically is causing your body to produce stress hormones, and you can't really heal or repair a lot of things that might be damaged in your body. The other one is parasympathetic nervous system, which means you're in rest and rejuvenate mode, and you're really relaxed, and your body is sends the signal to your body to heal, that it's safe to just relax and work on the things it needs to work on to repair. So you got a lot of healing opportunity there. So let's see. So the intention is to set an intention for what you really want to work on in your body. Make sure you plan some time off for yourself, and that you also have the right tools and supplements before you begin, so that you have everything set that you need. I'm going to share with you the things that I'm taking. It's quite a lot of supplements, a lot of bottles of different pills, like herbs in powder form, and also some liquid form herbs. So I want to share those with you just so you can get an idea of what it really means to like do this. It's a really big lifestyle shift, because not only are you doing different things with your food, you're also incorporating supplements, which you might not be used to. And this isn't mandatory for everyone. You can pick and choose what you want, but my teacher that I learned from shared all of this with me, and I really love how it supports your body from every angle, so you don't feel depleted during this cleanse. You feel super supported and nourished. So without further ado, I will share with you what I do. I'm going to do it in order. So in the mornings with breakfast, in the mornings, wake up and drink warm lemon water and lemon or lime. And then 30 minutes later, I take this. I think it's going to be backwards, but that's okay. This is Pure Encapsulations GI Fortify. It's an amazing digestive cleansing formula. Amazing. Take this in the morning with water. It tastes good too. It tastes like sweet. And then 30 minutes after that, you're ready for your breakfast, whatever that may be. And then this is the morning and the evening is like kind of a slew of things. We've got Bloodstream Cleanser. This is Dr. Christopher's Bloodstream Cleanser. It's an amazing formula. So if you have like acne like I do, like just your body, there's toxins in your blood that your body can't get rid of through your digestion or your sweat, and so it just pushes them out through your pores. And so this reduces all that acne that is being from your excess toxic blood, and it cleans your blood. It is amazing. I love this formula. Dr. Christopher's Bloodstream Formula. 3 of these capsules, and then we've got this liver cleansing pills, which have turmeric, and milk thistle is like the top. Milk thistle is the top liver cleansing herb. So even if you just had milk thistle and not just this whole formula, you would be awesome. You'd be in a great shape. It has some other things too, but so you take some of those, and you take this fish oil, which if you're vegan, there's options for you to do something else. But it's nice to get those omega-3s. Basically, you just want a complexity of omegas. I'm trying to see if this says anything. But yeah, this is really great for brain function and getting those important oils for your skin and brain. So you take those with breakfast, and then you have your breakfast, and then during breakfast, lunch, and dinner, sometimes people have snacks. You know, I get really hungry. Like every 2 hours, my blood sugar goes kind of low, and I need to fuel my body with something. So after breakfast, this is my favorite thing lately. I make a green drink. This is amazing. It's like detoxing. It's like going back into primordial goodness. Um, this has a lot of things in it. It has magnesium. This is liquid magnesium. It's really sweet. I like how it flavors the drink. It has greens in it, vitamin greens. It has spirulina also. I added more spirulina, because when you're doing vegan lifestyle or just this cleanse, because you're not eating any meat in this cleanse, you want to make sure you're getting your protein, and spirulina has a lot of protein. So I like to put it in as many things as possible. So even though this formula has spirulina, I put extra in this green drink that I just showed you. It has vitamin C. Vitamin C's are a really important vitamin for this cleanse, and this is my favorite vitamin C because doesn't have ascorbic acid in it, which most vitamin C does. This is all made from fruit, acerola cherries, and that might be it. Anyways, it's really super yummy. And I put some liquid kelp in the drink, some B vitamins. You can't even really see it, but I have a whole bottle of this. I just keep a small bottle and keep refilling it. So B complex is really important. Vitamin D is great. So I put a drop of that in the drink. I put lemons and limes in the drink. I put some maple syrup if I just want it to be extra yummy. What else? I think that's everything for the drink. So that's the green drink that you can drink anytime on this cleanse. It's so nourishing. I think I'm gonna have some right now. Oh my gosh, I love green. Green's good. So green is the color of the liver. So if you wear green, you surround yourself in green, you drink green, you're gonna be really helping your liver out. This is super vital. Okay. So then that brings us to lunch. We're taking, with every meal that is solid and not liquid, I take digestive enzymes with it, because we really don't want our digestive system to work too hard on this cleanse. So digestive enzymes helps that. And then that's with lunch and dinner, or breakfast and lunch. You would take those enzymes. What else? I think that's everything here for supplements. I like matcha. The fun thing about this cleanse is you can't drink coffee or black tea or any other caffeine, but matcha and green tea itself is actually detoxifying. So it is good for this cleanse. If you had, prior to this, you were doing lots of caffeine or whatever, this is you'll probably really want some. I love matcha, but you can do any kind of green tea. Matcha is just so amazing. Do you see this color? Oh my gosh, how amazing. So amazing. Anyways, other things that you'll like. Okay, so we're in the middle of the day. We just had lunch with our enzymes, and then we maybe like a snack between lunch and dinner, we could do a lemon, cayenne, and maple drink. That's what I did yesterday. Or you could do a smoothie, like a really thin smoothie, like a protein smoothie with oh, I forgot my protein powder. That's another supplement you're gonna need. So so the afternoon snack could be like a smooth protein powder with water and like some chia seeds blended up, or some other things that you like. Like I've been doing pumpkin seeds, chia seeds, flax seeds, protein powder, and maybe some fruit and water and spirulina, of course. And then that's my afternoon snack. And then dinner is dinner, whatever you want to eat. There is a list of foods to eat and not eat, and I can go over that a little bit after this. But with dinner, that's pretty simple. And then at bedtime or around dinner, you take the same thing you took in the morning minus the omegas. So you take I take the bloodstream cleanser and the liver with dinner or around dinner time. And then at bedtime, it is suggested to do oregano oil capsules and some olive oil, but I just do the oregano oil capsules. But maybe I'll try that. Oh, I don't have any olive oil. Anyways, I like to keep it as simple as possible. So that's to kill viruses, parasites, the oregano oil. Oh, and I did have a parasite. If you think you might have parasites, which you probably do because we all probably do, I didn't bring it out, but I have a tincture that's it's called Parax, and it's a parasite cleansing formula. And I would take that probably with once or twice a day with one of the drinks, or just by itself with some tea or something. So that, I haven't incorporated that yet, but I'm going to. It's pretty powerful. The parasite herbs are clove, wormwood, and black walnut hull. So that's fun. The other tools that you'll want for this cleanse is, of course, a blender to make your smoothies and your drinks. Not your drinks, smoothies, and like soup. That's just pureed soup. And then okay, this is part of like, sorry, there was a mosquito. This comes to like the detoxification topic, which is just to inform you that when we're detoxing our bodies with the liver, the milk thistle, and the bloodstream cleanser. Those are very detoxifying. Anytime you're incorporating green things, you're detoxifying. Same with the digestive blend in the morning. That's a detox. That's helping you detox. The pathways of elimination are the way we detox. So we've got 4 different pathways. We've got our sweat, we've got our bowels, we've got our what are the other two? I'm blanking on it right now, but that's really funny. So it'll come back. So for instance, our pores are one way we detox. We sweat. So we really want to make sure we're incorporating exercise into this cleanse. So if you haven't started exercising, if you don't have a routine, just start by taking walks in the morning, along a brisk 40-minute walk 3 or 4 times a week in the morning. That'll be great for detoxifying. The other thing is before showers, to use a dry brush. You just scrape your skin. It helps to clear your pores. It takes the dead skin cells off, and it helps to clear your pores so that your pores can detoxify. It also helps to move your lymphatic system, which is another way that your body catches and transports toxins, is through your lymph system. So let's see. Dry brush before showers. You want to move the dry brush to the direction of your heart. So if you're at your feet, you're swiping up. If you're at your arms, you're swiping up. If you're at your neck, you're swiping down. Belly up. So you're just always moving it towards your heart. Next is, well, I like to use this tongue scraper. This is in the morning, right after I brush my teeth. I scrape my tongue like 3 times, and you'll see all the like gunk that your body was detoxing over the evening, and you'll see that come out on your tongue scraper. It always gets me. It's like, wow. The other thing is enemas. Oh my gosh, the first time I did an enema, I think, was during this cleanse, and this is a bucket that I have because in Hawaii, mold accumulates really fast. It's very humid here, so I got this stainless steel that's it's easier to clean. So, but you can get one of those like rubber ones. They're red that look like a bag. Um, Enemas are great. You can just do water, but it's really recommended and exciting for cleansers to do green coffee enemas. So you can go to a store and buy ground up green coffee beans, and you can make a tea with that, and then you can put it in your enema bucket or bag and do an enema. Those are recommended in the morning before you eat anything, and maybe 1 to 3 times a week. You could do them every day if you want, but I think that's a little too much on the colon. If you have any questions about enemas, let me know. Once you do it, it's not so bad if you've never done it before. So those are all the tools that I use to help me detox and cleanse. A lot of times colonics are recommended. Going and just getting, it's called colon therapy or hydrocolon therapy, where you just get a bunch of water pushed up your butt, and then it helps you release all the stuff that's attached to the lining of your colon or your intestines that's just been sitting there for perhaps years and years, and that's just kind of blocking things up. So the reason why the GI Fortify, the digestive formula, is so important is because one of our pathway, not only we have our skin as a pathway, but we have our fecal matter, or our digestive tract, is a pathway of elimination. So we need to make sure our digestion is flowing and it's clear. So that formula has triphala in it, which is a great Ayurvedic formula for gently clearing the bowels. There are some other formulas that are even stronger. If you need something stronger, you might. Let's see. I'm trying to think of what other. So we just want to make sure our pathways of elimination are flowing and cleaning and getting cleared out often. Like, I really make a point to sweat at least once a day so that I know that whatever toxins want to come out are able to come out through my sweat. Saunas are really great for detoxifying a lot through our pores. So saunas, exercise, and yeah, just having a really good bowel movements. So I'm trying to think of the other pathways of elimination, but they're not coming to me right now. So I guess those are the two we'll focus on for now. Maybe I'll write them in the comments once I look back at my notes. So just to let you know about foods to eat and not eat, in case you're wondering what this means. What foods are we talking about? What can I eat? What can I not eat? It is advised to eat lots of fruits and vegetables, not the really sweet fruits, cutting back on bananas and other really sweet fruits like apricots and stuff, but mostly sticking with berries and some green apples. So those are the fruits and vegetables. Any fruits and vegetables are great. Grains are okay. Rice, beans. I suggest, quinoa or beans, or instead of like white rice. I've been eating a lot of lentils and mung beans right now. Not a lot because it's, anyways. And then, and foods to avoid are, and I'll just go back to the foods to use. Superfoods are great. Any superfoods are awesome. They're recommended. Mushrooms, goji berries. And nuts and seeds are awesome and good to have. Nut butters, except for peanut, even though peanuts are awesome and peanut butter is great, I think. Well, I like them a lot right now, but some people are allergic, and yet They say to cut that back just in case you have an allergy, a slight allergy. You just want to like give your body a break from having to deal with that. So no peanuts or peanut butter, but any other nuts and nut butters are fine. I like soaking almonds and taking the skins off just to keep it really clean. I like making nut milks during this cleanse. My favorite thing to do is a really yummy treat. This is golden milk powder that I make with ground turmeric and ginger and cardamom and cinnamon. And you can mix that with your nut milk and warm it up with some coconut oil, and it's really like a rich, really satisfying treat or drink while you're cleansing. So then foods not to eat are any processed or packaged foods. Well, I guess you could eat packaged foods if they're like walnuts, but no processed foods, no sugars of any kinds, like refined sugars, or even like the only sugars that are good are maple syrup and honey. So refined processed foods, sugars, no meat of any kind, no dairy of any kind. What else? Yeah, no gluten of any kind. I think that's pretty much it. So it's a short list, but it's in this small list of things you can't eat are a lot of things that most of us eat a lot of the time. So, for instance, instead of eating pasta, you can make zucchini noodles. I have a spiralizer that I could have showed you, but it's in the house. But it's like this little handheld spiralizer. It's so easy to use, and I just make zucchini noodles, and it's like it satisfies that warm noodly thing that we like. It's kind of carby because, or it feels carby because zucchinis are like really mostly like fluff, like fluffy carbs, and you can add whatever sauce you like. Like you can make I made a sesame or a tahini miso ginger sauce and added some other veggies, and yeah, so that was like a meal, and that was great. Mushrooms are fine, and like portobello, any kind of like mushrooms. Yeah, but for a lot of the time you're not going to be eating much, so it's not really about the food. It's mostly about like rehydrating and treating your body right, and well, it is about the food too, because you might have a diet that you're used to, but when you cut out all these things, oh yeah, no soy. When you cut out all these things, what I've noticed is I'm forced to reinvent what I eat. So it's like, wow, I have this opportunity for growth. And I really like to be creative in the kitchen, so it's so fun for me. And maybe it's intimidating for you. And I do have lots of simple recipes that I can guide you to or I can share with you. But what it is it's like going out of the norm provides like this freshness of like, oh, I can try to make this, or I can try to make that. Just like getting really, maybe sometimes we usually make a really boring salad because we're like, oh, I just need to get my greens, so I'm gonna chop up some romaine lettuce and put some olive oil and vinegar on it. And that's our salads normally throughout our life. But maybe during the cleanse we're like, oh, well, I'm only supposed to be eating like all these veggies, so maybe I'll make a salad and it'll have like bell peppers in it and avocado and sauerkraut, and I'll make this really awesome dressing or I'll buy this really awesome dressing that I love, and I'll just have this yummy, succulent, luscious salad, and that'll just really light me up. Because maybe you'd add some hummus in there to keep it more hearty, and it's like, wow, this is really satisfying and delicious. You'll be surprised how once you kind of flip I get surprised that once I switch my body into a different gear of eating, like it really loves it and it starts to crave it so it's like there's a spectrum, and this side of the spectrum is your body or our body being really loving the carbs, and carbs are not bad, but when you're just eating carbs, it can be imbalanced. So like bananas and muffins and oats and toast and all this more fruit and all this, these are all healthy things, but sometimes we forget to eat the other things, which is like alkalining things like vegetables and seaweed and all this like really nourishing nutritive things. So if we're, if we're always in this zone and we're a little bit in this zone, our bodies are kind of imbalanced. But if during the cleanse, it's like we're exploring more of this zone, and it's like, oh, this is good and this is good. Oh, I like staying in this zone, and oh, I'll bring a little bit of this in too. And then eventually we learn and feel what that feels like, and we like it. And then over time maybe we'll come into even, we'll stay like here, and and that's a really healthy, balanced way of being. And then sometimes we'll go into there in a certain time of our life, but we'll always remember that we can be here. So cleanses are pretty empowering and transformative of like how we think and how we relate to our food and our bodies and stuff like that. It's getting cold right here. So let's see. Oh, things that may happen on your cleanse if you choose to do it with me. No, if you choose to treat your body, you may feel fatigued. You may feel, and especially in the first 3 days, you may feel very fatigued because you're going to have a lot of die-off and you're going to have more toxins running through your system, and that kind of makes your brain kind of get a little bit drowsy. And you may experience like things on your skin, like if your pathways of elimination through your pores and the other pathway is urine, of course. So you're going to be peeing a lot more, and that's fine. Hopefully you have a good place to pee. And there's a kitty. Doo-doo-doo. So, so we found one of the other ones, and then what was the other thing that you'd notice? Yeah, you might experience things on your skin, like just if your bowels aren't as clear as they could be, toxins might come out. You might get some rashes or something on your skin, and that's normal. That happens to me sometimes. You might just feel extra sensitive. You might be more moody because it's kind of an adjustment. So just take a lot of care and time with yourself, and just, have a buddy. Maybe if things happen and you want to talk about it with someone, have a buddy or someone who can help you get through it if anything comes up. I've been talking for 40 minutes, so I think it's about time to wrap it up. I'm super, super stoked to share this with you, and super stoked to have more content on this YouTube channel. I love sharing, and I'm so happy I have the time to do that now. And I'm gonna be coming out with some more things soon, so stay tuned for just more content and more updates on all my health and wellness products / advice / inspirations. So I hope you have an amazing day, and I hope maybe this inspires you to do a cleanse. Reach out to me if you have any questions about cleansing, or if you want me to guide you on a cleanse. I'd be open to doing that. We could talk about that. So have a beautiful, beautiful day. Thank you. Bye-bye.